Welcome to Crypto Night. My name is Ife, and in this video, I am going to show you an easy scalping strategy. This strategy can be used on a 5-minute time frame for quick profits, and it can also be used on a higher time frame. As you all know, in my strategies, I use minimum of 2 indicators. I use an indicator for showing trend, the second one is for showing momentum, and the third one would be for showing volatility. So these are the 3 things I use indicators for: trend, momentum, and volatility. Previously, I made a video on how you can trade futures. If you haven't watched that video, you can click up there right now for you to better understand how you can trade futures. Before I start, you should know that the content of this video is not financial advice, as I am not a financial advisor. If you like this kind of content, you can give this video a thumbs up and try subscribe to the channel. Now let's jump right into this video. The first indicator we are going to use to show us the trend in a price chart is the exponential moving average. To access this, we would have to go to the indicators and strategies section and just type EMA. The first result right here is what we are going to use in this video. This blue line right here is the EMA. Let's go ahead and configure this moving average. We would have to change the length from a 9 to 200. Also, I would have to change the style. When you are done, you can click OK. This blue line right here represents the 200 exponential moving average. Now, this is what we are going to use for us to know a downtrend and an uptrend. The basic information here is that when the price is below the 200 exponential moving average, the market is said to be in a downtrend. But when the price is above the 200 exponential moving average, the market is said to be in an uptrend. An example of an uptrend is shown right here when the price broke the 200 exponential moving average. As you can see that the price continued in an upward direction. If we go further in price, you would see that the price continued in an uptrend. Now let me show you a quick example of a downtrend. Right here, you can see that the price broke below this 200 exponential moving average. That was when a downtrend was confirmed. As you can see that the price continued to go lower in the nearest future. So this is an example of how I use the 200 exponential moving average to show me whether the market is in an uptrend or in a downtrend. Now that you understand how to use this exponential moving average, let's go over to a lower time frame. In this video, like I said, we are going to use a 5-minute time frame for scalping. This is the 5-minute time frame. Right now, let's bring out the second indicator. The name of the indicator we are going to use is the Vumanchu. We would have to go to the indicators and strategies section. Right here is the spelling of this indicator, and you can see the result Vumanchu Cipher B plus divergences. So the first result right here is what we are going to use in this video. Let's select this. This is how the indicator looks like. This is the Vumanchu indicator. The next step is to make a quick edit on this indicator. Right here, we are going to untick some boxes. I just need 3 out of these. Untick this and this remaining 2. And there are other things that you need to untick. So right here, I'm going to untick all of this because I don't need them in this strategy. The only thing I need in this video is the wave trend, the buy dots, and the sell dots. Once I'm done, I would go ahead and click on OK. This right here is the new look of this indicator. This is how the indicator looks like, and this wave is oscillating around the zero read. This is the zero read. Understand, this is the inflection point when it goes from a positive read to a negative read. And you can see clearly that when it goes to a positive read, you get a red dot. This red dot indicates that you should sell. And when it goes down to a negative read, you get a green dot. This green dot indicates that you should buy. So this is basically how this indicator works. It shows you areas to buy and sell in the price chart. And remember, we are using a 5-minute time frame. So all these signals, as you can see, is playing within the 5-minute time frame. So that's why I am going to use this indicator for scalping. And I'm going to show you exactly my strategy and how you can use it to profit every single day. Now let me show you how I use these 2 indicators in my strategy. Earlier in this video, I said that I use the 200 exponential moving average to show me when the market is in an uptrend and in a downtrend. If you look at the price chart right now, based on what I said, this price action is in an uptrend. As you can see, the price continues to go up in the nearest future. Once you know the trend direction, you are going to use this second indicator, the Vumanchu Cipher, to know exactly where to buy in an uptrend. because you need to know that in an uptrend, you are looking for long position, and in a downtrend, you are looking for short position. You need to understand these two things before placing your trades. What I am looking for right now is to enter a long position, and the way I am going to do this is that when this indicator is in the negative region, at this point is where I am going to enter my buy order, where it flashes the green signal. If I enter at a position right here, my stop loss could be at the previous low right here, and my take profit would be at a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So that's exactly what I am going to do. If I was to take a scalp right here, I would have made my profits in a short period of time. Now let me show you another example. If we go forward in price, if you look at the Vumanchu Cipher, at this point is when the indicator was at the negative region and it gave a green buy signal. So if I was to enter this position, I would enter this position around this region. You can also see that next to it, it gave another buy signal. Let's say I entered at the first original buy signal, which is around this level. I would place my take profits at the previous low at this candle wick right here, and I would raise this up to a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So this is about a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. What I would do right now is to zoom out so you can see if the price actually reached my target. My target would have been at the 43,800 region. So let's zoom out. If we trace this, you would see that the price actually came up to my target. This candle wick right here, if I had entered this trade, I would have made profits based on this simple strategy, using these two indicators and sticking to a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. The reason why I am using 1-to-1 is because this is a scalping trade. You lose some and you win some. But if you are using a working strategy, there is possibility of you winning 70% and losing 30%. If you consistently do this every day, then you are going to be a winning trader. I can go through several examples of this, but I want to make this video as short as possible. Now let's go over to a downtrend using this indicator. This is a downtrend. You can see that the price is below the 200 exponential moving average. If you want to enter a scalp trade using this simple strategy, you would enter a short position when the Vumanchu Cipher is in a positive region. This is a positive region of the Vumanchu Cipher, and you would see that it is giving a red sell signal. So if you were meant to sell at this particular region, you will get a chance to take your profit at a lower level. You can use a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio or a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. If you had entered this trade, you would have made profits using this simple strategy. You can go as high as a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio. If you use a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio, you would have also made money on this trade. This means that you would have made 4 times the amount you are going to lose. This is how a risk to reward ratio works, understand? So this is one example. Another example is right here. You can see that the Vumanchu Cipher was in a positive region and it gave a sell signal. If I was to take this trade, I would enter my position at around the flash of the sell signal right here, taking my profits at a lower region. My stop loss at this particular level. You can see that this trade gave another 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So this is a good way of entering a quick scalp using these two indicators, the exponential moving average and the Vumanchu Cipher. There is one more thing I need to tell you when using this Vumanchu Cipher. You need to know that the larger the wave, the more likely that trade is going to play out. So if you have a big wave like this, that shows a higher percentage of that trade working out than a smaller wave. So you need to take all this into consideration when using this strategy. I truly hope you enjoyed this kind of content, and if you did, you can leave a thumbs up and try subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot, and I would really appreciate it if you do so. This is going to be it, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.